Hi, I'm Tim, welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it, and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we're discussing a big watch with a big name. This is the Panerai Luminor 1950 3 days GMT Automatic Ceramica PAM01438. This is the second generation Tuttonero, a 2018 series watch with the new caseback and the new movement. It's still 44mm in black ceramic on the wrist. My wrist 16 centimeters in circumference. Wears this watch fairly easily, even though it is huge. Ceramic is a very light material with a combination of ceramic and titanium hardware. This watch wears more like a 42 round watch on the wrist in terms of weight. Now the first Tuttonero, the all black inside and out, bowed back in 2012, and this is the upgrade mechanically on that warmly received original. The timepiece has a relatively slim profile thanks to the more slender caliber 9010 inside and a new caseback, so it's only 14.7mm thick, which is reasonable for a watch of this complexity and size, and it will slide easily underneath a jacket cuff. The timepiece from lug-to-lug is 55.2mm, and you can see it span across the wrist on this down the barrel shot. The spacing between the lugs is 24mm, and one quality I appreciate with respect to the Tuttonero's assembly, we'll get real close here, is that the bars retaining the bracelet are held in place by screws, so no spring bars here. Some ceramic Panerai watches use spring bars. Here you have traditional screws and bars, so if you have your Panerai strap tool screwdrivers, you're in good stead to start swapping. But consider the nearly indelible matte black ceramic bracelet to be your first choice. As you can see, every individual link is removable, which ensures you will get a precise fit. You'll note just how indelible ceramic is by the underside of the clasp, the fact that there is no marking on the underside of this commonly disfigured watch component. A twin trigger clasp, you can see it's made of stainless steel for security. These small swing arms, robust in steel, and of course the underside of the clasp nicely curved to match the underside of the wrist with a twin trigger release so it can't accidentally deploy. In profile, it's a Panerai Luminor 1950, which means it has the somewhat more sophisticated vintage reference 6152 inspired case profile, but it also features the classic device protecting the crown. A locking lever with a cam lobe. You can see how it effectively compresses the crown and locks it just as it decompresses the crown and allows you to immediately actuate. Winding, setting, I can do it all with this crown simply by lifting the lever. And the nice thing is you have all aspect protection for the crown. This is far more security against impact than you would have with a shouldered crown guard. Plus you don't have to worry about threading the crown through the seals again and again, which can undermine water resistance. And because many folks will accidentally dive with a threaded crown unscrewed a few threads, this is far more secure because that's just hard to miss. It's also a design icon. A Panerai invention, and invented in the late 1940s, implemented in the 1950s, still fresh in the year 2019. This is a 2018 series watch, and you can see that the best of the original Tuttonero has been retained. We have an all-Arabic numeral sandwich style dial with an ecru simulated patina lume and a lovely gilt style golden print that matches it well. You can see that the hands have been mostly blacked out with the exception of the luminova, and this is a sandwich style dial, which means there is a fully lumed disc underneath a stencil. The stencil contains, for example, the images of the numerals and the cutouts on the sub-seconds. Now the watch has a second time zone, as you can see. If I were to unlock the crown and pull it out to its first stop, you can see how I'm able to change the local hour, and I can even drive the date forward and backwards as I navigate across the international date line, or I can pull it out all the way and now I've stopped the seconds and I can set everything in sync. The watch has twin mainspring barrels and a 72-hour or 3-day power reserve. The new caliber 9010 sits underneath this revised caseback. This one has a solid caseback. The 438 has a display caseback. Underneath the solid titanium caseback is the caliber 9010, 31 jewels, 2 mainspring barrels for even amplitude and minimal amplitude regression over 24 and 48 hours. It fixes some of the weaknesses of a single barrel arrangement in addition to giving an outstanding power reserve. Twin time zones, stop seconds, beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour. It now features a full balance bridge rather than a half-sided balance cock, which makes the watch more shock resistant, appropriate for a Panerai timepiece. It's also slightly slimmer than the previous caliber 9000, and of course it is a manufacturer Panerai movement, protected in this case down to 100 meters. Now about ceramic watches, I mentioned I'd give you some guidelines. Ask yourself, am I the kind of person who routinely chips or shatters sapphire crystals? Am I more likely to scratch my watch or dent my watch? If you're the type to chip and shatter sapphires and dent your watch, don't go with a ceramic watch. But if you're the type who wears your watch responsibly, basically like it's a luxury product, and you're more inclined to swirl, scratch, or scuff your watch, then ceramic is perfect for you. Incredibly hard at over 1200 Vickers, it does a great job of looking new pretty much in perpetuity because it's binary. It's either broken or it's not broken. It's almost impossible for anything except a diamond to make a mark on ceramic. So, if the Ceramica is for you, see the 2nd generation Tuttonero and make it yours on the watch box. Panerai Luminor Tuttonero.